Well, guys, let's talk about Indiana Jones. That last movie that they put out featuring Harrison Ford. You notice I didn't say starring Harrison Ford, right? Featuring Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. He was grumpy. His wife left him. They killed off his son. They completely disrespected the character. But now we got a rumor going around that Disney wants to reboot Indiana Jones. I am a hard no on this. What do you think it is?
Yeah, big no.
Yeah, and right here in this Daily Mail article, they're talking about fans want Pedro Pascal to play the lead. No. No one should play Indiana Jones ever. Leave it the way it is. George Lucas made his movies and Disney made their abomination of a movie. Leave it right there.
I agree with you. I think Harrison Ford is... I pretty think Harrison Ford is the only one who can play Indiana Jones.
And he's old now. He is, man, I can't believe he's like 82 years old.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if it's reboot, and I would rather just see the first Indiana Jones because I like Indiana Jones franchise.
There's no reason to reboot this thing.
Yeah, and it's classic. I mean, right? I mean, there's no point of rebooting it because there's only a small number of movie or TV show that is good when it's reboot, but
for the most part,
Indiana Jones, yeah,
they fail for the most part. And George Lucas already created a young Indiana Jones. That was actually a TV series. I believe that was in the 1990s. It's already done. Nobody wants to see Indiana Jones rebooted. Remember, they actually tried to make a Han Solo movie. Mm-hmm. Really, without Han Solo, let's just call it what it is. Alden Ehrenreich is not Harrison Ford. The movie bombed. Now, I do believe Last Jedi did have a lot to do with that, but that movie wasn't good. It was not good. Leave it alone.
Yeah, it's classic. Just watch the classic.
Yeah, I mean, one of the other things is apparently they said they're going to be taking a break. But you remember, it took them like 10 years to make this Indiana Jones movie. They were already flirting with it with when they actually bought it from George Lucas, and it took forever for them to make that movie, and it was god awful. So leave it alone. Pedro Pascal, yeah, he's a very good actor, but I don't see Pedro Pascal as Indiana Jones. I don't want anybody to play Indiana Jones at all. And we know they really, I believe, want to reboot the original Star Wars trilogy. That would definitely be an abomination too, and they would get so much backlash. And I'm pretty sure George Lucas does not want Indiana Jones rebooted.
No.
You notice that George, throughout his career, he always wanted to make things newer and more original, give you new things. That's stuff that Disney does not do. I'm pretty sure George would not want Indiana Jones rebooted at all.
No, I don't think so too. I don't know what he's thinking, but...
Well, I know Harrison Ford doesn't want anybody to play Indiana Jones.
No, but...
Harrison Ford did not he didn't really care about Han Solo, but he loved Indiana Jones. And he said, when I die, Indiana Jones dies. He doesn't want anybody else to play him either.
Yeah, and for me, if... I'm thinking, why do I want to see a reboot unless it's better? But I don't think it's better.
It's not going to be better.
And might as well see the classic one. Because whenever we see Indiana Jones, the first 2 and 3, it's always exciting. It's never grow old.
I love The Last Crusade. Actually, I love them all. Last Crusade is my favorite one. I love that one.
It just George Lucas make it where his movie, if you rewatch it again and again, it just never grow
It
old.
never gets old. It always looks good. It feels good.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that Steven Spielberg also, who directed the George Lucas Indiana Jones movies, he doesn't want it either. Him and George made those movies together. Look here, it says, Disney Insider reported earlier this week, Lucasfilm is letting the franchise rest for a bit before they do a full reboot of the franchise. I would expect the studio to announce something next year at the D23 Expo because even though the last film tanked at the box office, Indiana Jones is still an iconic IP, and Disney Lucasfilm do not want to waste that. Well, that last Indiana Jones movie lost a ton of money. I mean, a lot of money. I get that the name Indiana Jones, it resonates. Mm-hmm. But they were pretty much trying to make Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character the new Indiana Jones, and it didn't work. We didn't go see it at the movie theater. We went and saw Crystal Skull at the movie theater. I know people really didn't like it that much. Mm-hmm. But remember, we went and saw it when it came out, and it was still fun to see it. We watched that Disney Indiana Jones movie. I was like, this movie is god awful. Say what you want about Crystal Skull. Crystal Skull was light years better. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I don't think it should make a reboot or anything. I mean, Harrison Ford, he played Indiana Jones and his character is already established. There's no need to change.
Yeah. Don't reboot it.
No.
We don't want to see it. We already saw Indiana Jones as a little boy. To even in what was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you saw kind of like a little backstory on him as a boy.
Yeah.
And they already have the Young Indiana Jones series that George Lucas made. So, man, I'm gonna leave right there. I don't want to see this. They're gonna mess it up. I mean, even if George was still around, I don't even think I want to see. Well, he wouldn't do it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. He wouldn't reboot anything. He would just add on. Mm-hmm. And I don't even trust Disney to even do that. So, gonna leave it right there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow in another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.